What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Drop Top Performance. So today's kind of a really important special day. It's not like a holiday or anything, but I finally got everything I need. Well, pretty much everything I need to do the rear end in the Trans Am, because if you're an F-body owner, I'm sure you know the rear ends in these cars absolutely suck. I mean, this car makes nothing for power, and granted, it is a manual car, which is a little bit more, it's harder on the rear end than it would be an automatic, because there's guys out there that are running pretty quick times with a stock 60E and a 10 bolt. So I just kind of wanted to go over and showcase, the craftsmanship and what I received, and go over what I have here as far as a rear end goes. Now I was doing a lot of research. I was kind of, I didn't know what I was going to go with. It was between Midwest Chassis, Quick Performance, and then Trick Chassis. I talked to, all the guys. I appreciate everybody, Alex, Eric, and then I'll put the other guy's name up here. I don't remember it, but super helpful, all three of them. No matter what the quality of work is, all of their customer service was really good. Unfortunately, for the other two, I had to go with one, so I went with Trick Chassis. Now, I didn't really want to go with the Quick Performance one, only because I heard that there's some, sometimes there's issues with, mounting the torque arm and stuff like that. And I really like the idea of the Midwest Chassis one, especially if you got a military discount. Their full custom Fab 9 is a great price. What they were going to give it to me, it was absolutely awesome. But at the time, this was before I got all the stimulus money, you know what I'm saying? So I was working on a budget. I have a newborn, and then I kind of went with the middle ground here. So I went with Alex from Trick Chassis, and I gotta say, guys, it's pretty good. And my neighbor and his new Hemi. It's pretty nice. But I did go with them. I don't have any regrets except for one. Now, if I could do it all over again, knowing that we were going to get, the stimulus check, I probably would have got it powder coated. It's fine the way that it is. It's not bare anymore. I'll flip you guys around so you can see what we're talking about here and what we have from Trick Chassis. But I did get it bare, so I hit it with some self-etching primer. It's a bare metal primer, and then I hit it with some gloss black. It did the job, but it doesn't look as clean and as consistent all the way through like powder coat does. And I know as soon as I go to bolt this thing up, it's just gonna chip, and it is what it is. In hindsight, I would have spent the extra like $200 and get it powder coated, but I just didn't at the time. But don't worry, that stimulus check went to some other goodies that you guys will see at a later date. But I'm going to flip you around so you can kind of get a general idea of what you can expect to get out of a Trick Chassis, axle, center section, and housing. I didn't get the torque arm or anything. I want to try to use my own, and worst case scenario, I'll go with his because I know it'll fit. But pretty nice piece. I'm going to flip you guys around. All right, so it is a little dusty. It's been sitting here for, a couple weeks. And I'll go over why it's been sitting for a while in a second. But I mean, the housing was really nice before I painted it. I mean, it's not bad now that it's painted or anything, by no means. But it's got the billet ends, and then, the nice fill and drain and all that good stuff. The brass fitting. I mean, the welds look really good. You can tell that they're, the welds went all the way through on both sides, and even the back side of the welds look pretty good, which is normally where, most companies kind of fail at. They don't purge it with argon and all that extra stuff. But I mean, all in all, it's a nice rear end housing. I can't complain at all. Aside from, my own ignorance of not getting it powder coated.
Now over here are the axles. I just received these in yesterday. I've had the housing for, probably a week or so, maybe 2. I don't know, it's kind of been a weird time. So these are strange. I went with the 31 spline axles. That's good enough for me. I'm not making serious power, and I probably won't for a while anyways. But they're nice. It took a while for them to get here, at no fault to Alex or Trick Chassis. Let's be honest, guys, you can't really fault them for everything that's going on, because the world's in its own little situation. So I can't get mad at them for not everything being here the next day. What are you gonna do? This is my center section. It's got the Yukon housing, whatever you want to call it, and then I went with a 370 gear because I have a 410 in it now, 410, 411, whatever GM is versus Ford. And it's just first and second are pretty much useless. You got some brackets, and then you have your torque arm mount, all your hardware. Now another thing that they missed, and like I said, with everything going on in the world right now, and all because it was right at tax season, stimulus check, so they were busy. Let's be honest. Like, if you have an F-body, you're for sure, if you got some extra money, you're doing something to the rear end. So they were busy, and the strange axles got here late. Big whoop. But I'm missing bearings. I told Alex last night when I received the axles, they actually got sent to another person's house. So again, they probably would have been here sooner. No fault to Trick Chassis at all. There's nothing they could have done about that. The bearings and wedding rings, they didn't come with the package, which is, kind of sucks. But I told Alex last night, and he's already got them shipped to me on the way here this morning. So, it's not like they're doing it on purpose, or they're, it's just the world that we live in right now. And so it's everything that's going on. I have currently 3 packages out there that are missing. So it's not just Trick Chassis. It's just part of, the situation at hand. But what we're gonna do now, the next couple of videos are gonna be installs. I'm gonna do it in a 2-part segment. So the first video, which you guys will see next, will be getting the car up on jack stands, dropping the 10 bolt out, pulling the axles, pulling the gears out, checking over those, because I do have a leak, and I'm pretty sure it's the front seal again for like the 3rd or 4th time. And I've busted this rear end twice now. So, and it's just a can, tuned by me. It made like 420 at the wheels, and not a whole lot. So it's not like some rear end breaking beast. It's just, the 10 bolt. It is what it is. We got the fix for it now. So we're gonna get it up, pull the axles. I'm gonna take it over to my buddy's fabrication shop. We're going to get the wedding rings, bearings off, pull the brake backing plates off, and press the bearings and backing plates onto the new axles. And then the second part video will be actually installing the Moser 9-inch. Or excuse me, not Moser 9-inch, the Trick Chassis 9-inch. Don't know where that came from, but there it is. So looking forward to it. If I could do it again, I would probably go with Trick Chassis again. Alex is a stand-up guy, and made it super easy. And if you're in the mood to purchase something from them, go for it. Talk to Alex directly. He's usually on all the Facebook stuff. He's a good guy, and he'll definitely hook you up. And hopefully this was helpful for you guys. If it was, comment what you think. What would be the next thing that you would do to this car? Now, this is my grandmother's car, for those of you who don't know, or was my grandmother's car. And looking to make it a roadable, streetable, mid to high 8-second car. Eventually down the road, it'll be, automatic swapped and probably run turbo. I'm in the middle of doing the nitrous right now. Those are more videos that are coming out. But if you guys want to follow the build, please subscribe, ring the bell, do all that fun jazz, But anyways, thanks for watching. Check you next time.